It's Jody. I'm back with another little creation for you today. I have another something super simple for you to make for your rearview mirror in your car. A really pretty little dangle, and it is a dragonfly. So it has that's kind of like some kind of fabric, like a chiffon type iridescent fabric wings, which are really pretty. And of course, quite a few larger beads. I hand hammered a hook so it can be hooked onto your rearview mirror or wherever you choose to put them. So I decided that my little wing is a little off because he was just kind of crumpled up on my mat. I decided I wanted to make quite a few of these to donate as well to Karma Cat Cafe for her to sell within her shop. I thought they would be really sweet, and I think it's something that anybody could buy for, pretty much anyone. And I decided I'm going to be utilizing these. So I used beads from this. You guys remember my accidental haul from Jesse James Beads? I used beads from this. I ordered wings from Amazon, and I had the chain and of course the wire here. I did use a couple of my really smaller, like 6mm beads for the end, just because there wasn't really any 6mm beads in here. So we're going to make 2 of these today. We're going to make another silver one, and we're going to make a copper one. So they're really fast and easy to make. So that's why I chose to make 2 of them. I will let you know exactly what we need for these little adorable guys that are so cute and so pretty. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. First, you guys, I wanted to show you all these little wings. So I did order them on Amazon. They are really cute little wings, and they have 2 holes here. One here, one here. So you can put them on wire or thread and have them lay how you want them to lay. Some of them, because they've been in this little pack, have been a little bit abused, but you get a ton of them, and I think it was either 12 or 10 bucks, but either way, I will send the link to you, and you only need 2 wings to do each dragonfly. So if you wanted to pump out a bunch of these, like if you're going to be doing a spring or summer craft show, this would definitely be something fun. And what's great about it is you don't have to go buy any special beads. You don't have to go buy any special wire unless you don't have 16 or 18 gauge wire in your stash, which most of you probably do. But you can get away with using craft wire. You don't have to use your super expensive wire because all this stuff is pretty much covered with beads. So as you can see here, there's my little dragonfly. Isn't he cute? And you can make your own hook, or if you want, you can, they have like the larger, it's almost like a keychain type hook you can put on there. And I'm just using extra scraps of chain that I had laying around. So it's really, you can whip these up really fast. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you exactly how fast we can do it. I'll be right back. I'm going to finish getting set up. Okay, I'm here. And the first one we're going to do is we're going to use some copper. So I have 18 gauge copper wire here that we're going to use, and I cut about 12 inches off because we're going to want to use what we have left over to make our little hook. And I promise I will not hammer anything on camera because I know that would just bust everybody's eardrums. So we're going to use beads from the Design by Me bead mix from Jesse James Beads. And I have my 2 wings picked out here. I wonder if I can set something on top of that for now, my little trash bin. And I do have some copper wire that I got in a kit a while back, and it's kind of a weird, it's kind of not wire, chain. It's like a bunch of big jump rings hooked together, which I'm okay with. They're not going to get, it's not like it's jewelry where it's going to get pulled off your neck or off your wrist. It's going to be hanging from your car. So I'm okay with it being that. Plus they're pretty strong jump rings. So we're just going to pull some of that off there. It came in one of those Annie's kits that I got from my in-laws, and I do like it because I like the big round circles, but it really isn't great for jewelry, as you can see, but it will be great for this project. So I have that. And then I have my beads. So this is gonna be the body of my dragonfly. So depending on the size that you want, you definitely can use smaller beads if you want to make this in a smaller form, like maybe if you wanted to do earrings or something like that. You definitely could do this with smaller beads. These are huge. I think these are probably like 14 millimeter, and these are all like your 10, I believe, millimeter, and this is a 6 millimeter bead. So this is the body of my dragonfly, and this is how we're gonna end up putting it together, just like this. And then the wings will go in here and in here, or you can do them down here and in here. It doesn't really matter how you want to set it up. I kind of like the one set of wings up higher than the other. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So the first thing I do is I get my wire, and I want to make the end of it. So I want to make the tail end of it. And we're just going to make a little swirl at the end, just like a little bead stopper, right? So you take the very end of your wire and you just start making a tiny little circle, like so. It's not going to be a perfect circle probably, but that's okay. And then I take my nylon jaw pliers. If you don't have these, it's fine. You can use your round nose pliers, but I like the way these work so I don't mar up the metal. And you got to get kind of a good grip on it to kind of give it a swirl. The only thing about these is it doesn't go all the way through like it does with your other pliers. It kind of stops because it's cushiony. So it might take you an extra couple seconds to make your little swirl, but I mean, what is time, right? Okay. All right, so we have our little tail swirl, and it's really cute little swirl. So then let's just use our regular pliers and just give this a little bend back, just so that the swirl isn't kind of off kilter. You want it to be not sitting like a J, but sitting more like a lollipop. So like that. So you just want to bend that wire straight up. And then we can just start feeding our beads on. So let's start with our littlest one here and get this on. And again, there's no right or wrong. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting hoarse. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You can use whatever color scheme you like. You could make these, you know, for gifts for people, use their favorite colors. It's all of them will turn out beautiful. I promise you, all of them will turn out stunning. So, and you can honestly you don't have to, you know, match up your colors perfectly. They can be a little bit off, you know, you don't have to do that. So we'll go ahead and put these big pearls on. And then we'll put this guy on. And then we want one of our sets of wings. And so the wings, like, it depends on how you want them to be. If you want them to be like this is the upside, or if you want this to be the upside. I don't think I really paid much attention to what I was doing on the other one, because I think I have one going one way and one going the other. But either way, it's fine. So we do that and just feed it through. You can worry about straightening it out in a minute once you get your other beads on. Go ahead and just slide that right straight down. Can you guys see me okay? I know you can't answer me. Why am I asking you? All right. So, like I said, try not to worry about it too much. You can straighten it out. And then I am using some of the little rhinestone spacers that came in the Jesse James little beads designed by me bead thing. All right, and then we have the other wings. I feel like you're not able to see everything, and I'm so sorry. I didn't realize like how massive this thing was going to be until I started filming it. All right. And these wings are just so light and just so easy to use. And I can imagine you can use them in all sorts of things. Like they can be, you can triple them up and make butterfly wings and just all kinds of stuff. And it'll be really, really cute. Okay, so let's go ahead, and once we get our wrapped loop on the top, we'll tighten this down, and then we'll be able to straighten our wings out. okay? So don't mind the wings. They look all weird right now. It's okay. All right, so now we do want this to fit snug. All right, so just make sure it's nice and snug. You can put a little bend in it right away if you like. You can wait till after you're done. It's okay. All right, so let's do a wrapped loop here on the end. Okay. And I'm not doing the super big wrap loops. I'm doing kind of smallish ones just because I don't want it to stick too far out. I think the most I've gone around was twice on my wrapped loop. Okay. So there's my wrapped loop. And my loop's a little bit weird. So maybe I can just kind of straighten it out a little bit. Boy, you guys, you can tell it is Monday, okay? It's Monday and it is just, it's been nuts. We hired somebody last week for AR and we lost them today. So it's back to just two of us in the office again. And I think, you know, tensions are getting high. Trying to remain positive. If you guys could say a prayer that maybe God can find us, you know, the right person for the job, I would really appreciate it. It would alleviate me and my boss and good friend Mindy. We're gonna both want to take vacation eventually, and I don't think we can do 4 jobs for a week while each other's out. You know, it's just, we can't do it. All right, so here is my little dragonfly. Now, isn't he cute? I'm hoping you guys, I hope I wasn't off camera. I was trying really hard not to be off camera. So here he is. He's super adorable. Do you see how quickly he went together? Super fast. All right, so now let's go ahead and put on our chain. I'm using chain that you can open and close just because I don't want to have to use a jump ring and I didn't loop it onto the chain. You surely can loop it right onto the chain if you want. I just like to have my hands like not have anything else in the way when I'm trying to do some stuff. So that's why I just chose it to be like that. All right, so there's my little chain. And you can definitely like decorate up your little chain, add a couple cute little dangles or something, or maybe even some like, you know, the little bellflowers or something. That'd be really adorable. All right, so now we're going to make the hook that we need for this. So this I use a few different things. So I have my bail making pliers and I also have my ring mandrel. If you don't have a ring mandrel, you can use a medicine bottle. You can use a big fat Sharpie if you don't have something that you want something small like this. You don't have to have this. There's so many things in your home that is this shape that you don't need to go out and spend the money on it unless you're wanting to make a bunch of rings, okay? So find something that is round like that and you can use that instead. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my big part of my hook, and I'm just taking the fat part like this and just making like a little ring, okay? So now I have my ring, and then I just want to use this part. I just kind of want to, whoops, see I'm kind of like not messing it up a little bit. Just kind of want to bend that back a little bit, but you can definitely do this with your fingers. It's okay to do that. And then with my bail making pliers, I want to take the end here and I just want to turn it up. You can do this with your round nose pliers too. You don't need to use your bail making pliers. All right, and then, boy, this is some stiff, some stiff wire. So I did cut off a little more than what I needed here, which is fine. I will save that piece for, maybe I'll do another hook with it or something. All right, and then we are just going to do another little hook here. Okay. All right. So, and you can make these pretty long. It depends on how far you want it to hang down, I guess. And I think I still have that too long. So let's fix that. So I'm wondering if anybody tried my buffalo chicken chili recipe. If you did, Did you love it? Did you not love it? Did you say, it was all right? I mean, I want to know what you guys thought. If you didn't see the video that I talked about it, one of the comments, one of the lovely ladies, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name already, and she said something like, I'm gonna have to rewind so I can hear the recipe again. And I just included it in a comment. I typed it out, what you needed, and so it's there in one of the comments. If I wasn't using my phone to record, I would go ahead and tell you guys which comment I was on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. This is my hook. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. It's not the most perfect hook I've ever made, but we're gonna hammer it like crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. I will show you what I'm using. I'm using this hammer. I'm using my little bench block, okay? And I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm just going to hammer the whole thing. And I'm gonna hammer it hard because I don't care if it has indents, right? And then I'm gonna go around this side and I'm gonna hammer it again until it's strong, and I feel like it'll be strong enough to hold this up. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna hammer it and I'll be back. Okay, so I have it hammered, and you'll see there are some little hammer marks on there, but that's okay. I like it like that. So now it's gonna be strong enough to hold on to our adorable little dragonfly. And you still can just kind of squeeze it back. It's gonna take a little more pressure to like make it stay, but you can squeeze it back if you needed to. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up and hook that on. Get rid of my ring mandrel for now. And we're just gonna make another one real quick after this guy, and then I will lay them all out for you, including the one I made earlier, so you guys can see all the colors together. Okay. Again, this is something that you can create with your own stuff. And you know what? If any of you people who have a Cricut machine, you can make your wings. You can totally make your wings, and it would be so cool if you did that. I do not have a Cricut yet, but I'm hoping to put one on my birthday list and hoping to get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so the next one we're gonna make is gonna be this purple, pink, and silver. I have my little Designs by Me bead mix here in lavender. I decided to get the pink, purple, and yellow wings because they're so super pretty. And then I have a little bit of silver chain, and I'm using a couple different shaped beads on this one. So this is why I wanted to make two, not because one was silver and copper, but because I'm using some different shaped beads. So we have your body, right? Okay. And then we have this part. I don't think I'm gonna need both of those, maybe. We'll see. All right. And then we have the four, yeah, and I think this is like a 5 millimeter. It's kind of small. So this is what I have here. And I think I wanna do, like, I think I wanna do this. This might be a little bit longer of a dragonfly, but I'm good with that if you guys are good with that. So let's go ahead and do that and that. And we're gonna make this really cute dragonfly here. All right, so, and as a matter of fact, I did bring out, what did I do with it? What did I do with it? I brought out a keychain hook instead. So I have a bunch of these, and I don't know how well they would work on most people's rear view mirrors, but I think that if you looped it around, I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's just put it on here, and then maybe someone would even want to use it as like I don't know. Anyway, we're not gonna make our own hook. We're just gonna put one on here to see if I like that or not. If I don't, then I'm just gonna make my own hook and we'll be good to go. All right, so let's do the first step again. Real quick, using our 16 or 18 gauge wire, whatever you feel like you want to use. Using my round nose pliers with it to make my swirl, okay? And let's just go ahead and make that swirl. And since he might be a little bit longer of one, let's make a little bit fatter of a swirl, okay? There we go. And then I just need, let's set those aside. Try to remove some of these things that I don't need as I don't need them. And then let's go ahead and use our pliers and give this wire a nice little bend. Okay. And let's just start feeding on, as a matter of fact, I'm going to cut off some of this here because I know we don't need this entire thing. And if we do, we'll make a hook out of that. Okay. All right, so we have our wire. Let's go ahead and start feeding our beads on here real quick. So I got this little purple one. I don't know if it'll fit on this wire, if this wire is too fat for this. And it looks like it might be. That's okay. I'm gonna grab another one. The purple is right behind me. I'm gonna grab it real quick while you guys are still on. Okay, so I have like a little purple mixture here of like a bunch of random purple stuff. So I just grabbed that to see what we had in here that would probably work. And I think that one might do really well. So let's try this one. I notice how I'm staying in the same color family, and I don't know why I am, but I think I just kind of, we may not do a little baby one on the end. It's gonna be okay though. Let's see, let's try this one. I do want to make one that's just going to be really random beads and see how that turns out. We're going to give one more a shot, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to use this rondelle for the end. Oh my goodness. And then let's bead on these little pink ones that we have here. Now, this is a mixture of some glass and it is a mixture of some acrylic. So you can definitely, I actually feel like the acrylic beads would probably be the best way to go if you want something really lightweight. But definitely mixing the acrylic and the glass, it just gives it that, it just gives it a different feel. So you have the glass, but then you have some of the acrylic to lighten it up a little bit. And I think it just makes it perfect. All right, so let's put this one on, and then, oh, see, this one's gonna be kind of really cool looking, I think, because the beads are shaped a little bit differently. All right, and let's put our wings on. You can make wire wrapped wings as well too, but I was trying to maybe make this not a huge wire wrap tutorial. There are some tutorials out there that do show you how to make the wire wrapped wings, which are really cool, and you can do them beaded as well, which is really great. I might try to experiment with that eventually, but right now I just wanted to get this really cute idea out there for you in case you were trying to start stocking up on some little fun things that you need to add to your list of things that you want to sell at like a show. All right, I would say purple guy, you've got to fit on there because you are the head. You need to be on there. We cannot have a headless dragonfly. And this is the one I want to use. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Some of this wire is just so thick and it's hard to get those beads on. So remember, the wings are going to look a little weird until we're done, right? So go ahead and shape your little guy however you want him to be. You can bend him back when you don't want him to be like that. You can do whatever you want with him. All right. And now let's go ahead and make our wrap loop up here. Okay, this wrap loop is going to be a little bit bigger than the last one, but that's okay. All right, and let's grab this and let's just give this a nice couple wraps around. There we go. All right. And if you're like me, you might have to straighten up your little loop because I get a little bit crazy with my loops sometimes. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Let's go ahead and maybe we should go around one more time. There we go, because I did have quite a bit of a space there. All right, now let's cut this off. Smush it down if we need to. Okay. All right, and we can go ahead and put on our, oh, I have two pieces here. See, I bring my scraps together and then I hang them all up together so that way I can keep track of them. So let's go ahead and undo this one. And that way I just don't have like a bag full of scraps like sitting there. You know, and if you wanted to make a bunch of these and hang them off of like, you know, off of something to make like a sun catcher or whatever, or even like almost like a mobile, almost like a mobile like for babies, but not for babies. You know what I mean? You can definitely do that. It would be really cute to have a bunch of these at different lengths, just like flying around on like on one of your craft rings or something. It'd be really cute. All right, so his little wing is a little off, but that's okay. We love him anyway. I'm a little off and people seem to still love me. So we're just going to fix his little wings, make them pretty. All right, and let's see, what do we think about using this? I mean, let's just give it a shot. If it doesn't seem like it's gonna work out, I will go back and make another hook, but I just wanna see if this will, maybe I'll go test it out in my car later or something and see if it'll work out. Like if you can like bring it around and hook it together or something. And maybe some cars have like a little spot that you can hang that from. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even honestly know what mine has, to be honest with you. Okay. And there we go. There is our pink and purple with pink and purple yellow wings. So pretty, so cute. Oh my gosh, I can even imagine these hanging from a bunch of different little suction cups on like a child's bedroom window. Just so pretty. The light coming in and catching and bouncing up all these little beads. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. All right, guys, I am going to pull all these out for you to see. And we're gonna look at all of our little dragonflies together. Here's our one that we just made. This one happens to be my favorite, I think. I love this one. I love the with the yellow wings. I think it's so pretty. And then here's the blue one I made earlier. Kind of put these all in together. But see how cute they would all even be together on something? They would just be adorable. And they're big. Look, they're as big as my hand. So they're huge. And again, you can scale this down if you're wanting to make one as like a pendant. And you can use, I know I have some of the little metal silver wings that are like little dragonfly wings. You can use those instead of like the big fabric ones. But I'll leave a link to these little kits in case you're wanting to pick up some, you know, less expensive beads to like throw in here. If you have like just loaded down with gemstones and you don't want to do a gemstone one because, you know, they're expensive. But I'll show you where I got these from, and I will also link all the little wings too, okay? So you guys can see those too. And they did have some other stuff on the same little seller for the dragonfly wings. They did have some other really cool things. So I will make sure I send you those, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you make some dragonflies. Notice how all of them are very different from each other, very different from each other. And if you end up having any problems or anything, let me know. You know, I'd be happy to help you out if you need it. Thank you for being so responsive to all my questions that I ask you guys. It's great to hear how long some of you have been doing this. Some of you have been doing this for a very long time. Some of you just started, and it's so cool to see each spot where we're all at in our journey. But yet, you know what? We're all still here together. You know, the beginners, the ones who've been doing it for a lifetime. I mean, we are one huge bead family, and you know what? No one can ever stop the bead family, right? So we are good, and we know that we have like this power, this special power to turn simple little beads into something animated and adorable. All right, you guys, I just want to tell you, God bless you all. I hope you have the most amazing week. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you make some dragonflies, find me, show me. I want to see them. I want to see all the dragonflies. I want, you know what, if you go on Facebook or Instagram and send them or tag me in them, I want my social media account to be nothing but dragonflies. And if we can make that happen, that would be awesome, because that would cheer me up so much. And it would go right along with all the sunny weather that we're supposed to have this week. So, all right, again, God bless. I love you guys so much and have a great week. Bye.